Today's top news headlines. Young leaders connect 8 held under the theme Northeast India 2030 towards India's innovative and sustainable growth at City Convention Centre, Palace Compound. United Committee Manipur reiterates its stand against having dual administrations within the state of Manipur. Department of Foreign Language Korean of Manipur University organizes 2 days third Hangul Day celebration at the university. And India records 1,997 fresh COVID cases along with 9 fatalities due to the infection in the past 24 hours. Good evening, you're watching PONYTV Primetime English News at 6:30. I'm LAKSMIBAI THANGJAM. Now the news in details. Chief Minister N. Biren appealed to the people of Northeast states to think of what we as a citizen have contributed to our country rather than thinking of what the country or the central government had given us. Such change in the concept of thinking will increase our contribution to the country's development, he continued. The Chief Minister was attending the inaugural session of the Young Leaders Connect 8 held today at the City Convention Centre, Palace Compound under the theme Northeast India 2030 towards India's innovative and sustainable growth as Chief Patron of the Young Leaders Connect 2022. Chief Minister N. Biren and Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh Pema Khandu launched the project NEW Northeast Region Entrepreneurs World. Short videos on Star Education Manipur and theme song of Young Leaders Connect were also shown. Cabinet ministers of Manipur, MLAs, members of NELC, Governing Council, Chief Secretary Manipur, senior officials of the state government, entrepreneurs and many potential youths also attended the program among others. The inaugural session was followed by a panel discussion on unlocking the economic roadmap for Northeast India. What will be the key sectors that will drive inclusive and sustainable growth in Northeast India and conversation with young leaders of Northeast India. Chief Minister N. Biren continued that Northeast Leaders Connect NELC over the decade had paved the path as a facilitator for growth and development in the Northeast region. The platform provided by the NELC will continue to facilitate in designing reforms and deepening strategic ties to unlock the full potential of the region, he added. Expressing confidence that this year's edition will offer better insights to the trends and challenges in the Northeast region, he stressed that a richer understanding of the realities would help reshape a shared vision for the region's progress. The Chief Minister mentioned that the Northeast region, which is strategically located as the land gateway of India to Southeast Asia, is blessed with abundant natural resources, rich cultural heritage, skilled human resources, colorful tribes and tourist attractions, stating that the region has the potential to be another growth engine for the country in the 21st century. He spoke on the need to meaningfully realize the region's inherent potentials in different fields. For this to translate into reality, young leaders of the region need to collectively forge a vision and lead a coordinated response, he added. The emergence of many talents has empowered locals while continuously pushing the wheel of innovation to newer destinations, he said.
As a citizen, as a man, as a person, what I have contributed for the state or for the nation. No one thought it. That is the concept. When this kind of mindset comes to changing, then automatically what Pemaji briefed the details about the sharing contribution from the Northeast will definitely increase it. See the potential what we have, the entire Northeast. See Tawang, see Arunachal. He is selling the Tawang internationally. Oh my God, what a beautiful place. Just we can develop in tourism. Why will someone make a tourist circuit? That is an agenda of the young Karen peoples. Young leaders for the Northeast.
United Committee Manipur UCM President Joy Chandra Konthozam asserted that it would not tolerate any type of dual administration within Manipur and not a single piece of ancestral land can be given away. Don't work for any personal or communal interest, he added. The above statement was given during the inauguration of the United Committee Manipur UCM Langol Unit building at Mitay Langol Aying Lekai. Joy Chandra Konthozam said UCM stands for the safeguard and the integrity of Manipur. No inimical force should try to divide the people of Manipur. UCM will not allow anyone to work for the organization who merely wanted to serve their own interests. It will occasionally seek to find solutions to problems with input from the other community.
United Committee Manipur lining at the Manipur upon the Saktam da Singler of Pokudima, I could Madu Mayok, the Matam Super the Leponi, Manipur da Langang and Subayaro, Lebaki Tabuk, the Winnie Tolaga, Maranai Tabuk, the Wiaro, Yawiaro. Lebak Wakalon, the Tabuk Tobu, I have a Wakalon, Tung the Tambiraga, Miang, Hype Wakalon, the Mang the Tambiraga, Tabukudimo Puchi and Sang, one of you, Madu Tobakanda, I could Manipur, I say. I could Manipur as a Matam Amada, Vitisna, Amadi, Myanmar Singna, Sainana, I could Tugaina Vokarahan, Honagar so. Matu Tugaina number to the Maru Hundria, the United Committee Manipurna, Miham the Thamja.
Manipur University began observing the third Hangul Day celebration at the University VC Court Hall and Centenary Hall today. On the opening ceremony of the 2 days event organized by Department of Foreign Language, Korean Language of MU, Korean Food Festival seminar, demonstration of Korean kimchi making, Korean speech competition were held. Addressing at the event, Head of Department of Foreign Language and Linguistics MU, Professor Soibam Imoba noted that many students from other states also study in this department. He asserted that Hangul Day is mostly celebrated on October 9 in remembrance of the day the Korean script was first introduced. Although it has been celebrated in many areas for almost 2 weeks, the department will only celebrate for 2 days. Every university with a Korean language department has observed Hangul Day, and having a Korean language department is tremendously beneficial, he continued. The institution has received support from Koreans, including an ambassador who came to the campus to help students studying the language and even hired some of the students. He added that similar to Korean, many opportunities were also provided for Japanese.
Manipur University foreign languages, Korea, Chinese, Japanese, Korea Tambla, Satam Hele, Korea India from Bombay the Gi, Delhi the Gi, Zarkand the Gi, Orisha the Gimushi, Laga, Korean language Tammi, Mafunda, Ado Hadibasia, Korea Sarkana Mohir to Shapira Tarim, Loni Sadona Baidana. I don't launch Chakolan Gaitari Sarkar initiative for a Changi, Wakalon the Zoo, Loni Chakolan Gay culture, Chakolan Gay Harakati, Toman, but section can a pound Pulana, Sarkar, Katan Bamasangi, Masiakuna Zutam Zeninga or Wasamani, the Mayakshim given in power, not only in Manipur, in Atopa, from Kayadazu, Haribas, Torim, Leptana, Twandona from Mahmus Laga, Lai, Mamang, Sina, Omluxuba, Manipur, in Sipang Popa, Hungry Sudani.
Nongchup Impal Palim Ima Apun Balup Nimpal Uripok brands staged a sit-in protest at Uripok Takelambam Lekai Club Mamang, demanding the state government to revoke its decision to legalize liquor. Speaking at the protest, Nimpal's General Secretary Soraisam Santi Lema stated that even though Manipur has been a dry state for 30 years, the Alcohol Prohibition Act has not been properly implemented in the state, and that at this time the government of Manipur legalizing liquor would destroy the youths. She questioned whether there is no other option to boost the state economy apart from legalizing liquor, and while it was nice to hear that the state government was working to increase rice production and buy it from farmers, she commented that it is questionable that the rice would be used to make liquor. She also urged the state government to comply with KADA's demand for the creation of a white paper on liquor, failing which Nimpal will support the agitation that will begin on October 10 by the Nupi Samaj.
Ngasi Manipurda sahi kuntra henna dry state ni haraga government na UC akhoi gi prohibition act si kaiba thabak oina paikhat pidana yu da irang na ba lamdam sigi hagolai ba naharon sing nupa sing asugma mayam iruptran dai ba sida amu hana mu legalize to bataraga di henna Manipura chokata ba khumama do ngasi gi ima sing na adu ngasi gi praja na loi ura kanda masi yaning de ba thingmangam da ba pola ma khakpa mu legalize to ga mar thora kada ba poto adu kata se sengna Manipur government na income tangani haibe pot masi ui haiba income haiba sibu yu natraga di atopar source latrabra adoi taragadi amagi su kanta yawi dana yu haiba sidi khani kanada bani sa haiba sidi khani kanada bane si legalize to be mo hotane pudak to thopiraga ne atopar source na sakhona ba income tana bo hona biro de di Manipur government ga Manipur gi pajaga nung sina type oina daimina bada dum semina bada yam nung sina no leimina bani haiba simadi ai thamjage.
Stop hurling explosive devices into the residential area. Who would take the responsibility if someone got wounded in the incident, said Secretary of Harok Jambi Apunbanupilup Soram O Kananbala. The above statement was given during the protest staged against the atrocious crime of the bomb blast at the residence of Sagolban AC MLA Kwairagpam Loken, which was held today at the Kilambam Lekai. The protest was organized by the Kilambam Lekai Youth Club DYC and Harok Jambi Apunba Nupilup. She continued by urging people to quit endangering the public in this way. No requests have been met so far from any organization group. It is unfortunate that such an incident happened in a location with so many security personnel. Applying to stop the bomb attack in residential area caused fear among the people. She also demanded to clarify who and why the attack was carried out. A team of Special Commando Unit Kabaisoi, a gang of two-wheelers vehicles lifters yesterday from Gongba Kuno, Imphal East, after receiving a reliable information regarding presence of vehicle lifter at Standard College area, Gongba Kuno, Imphal East, at about 1:30 p.m. 3 teams of Special Commando Unit Kabaisoi, along with a team of Irilbung Police Station led by Officer in Charge Special Commando Unit Kabaisoi L. Bebekananda Singh and assisted by Zamandar Thangmin Len Kongsai, Havildar Kuber and HC Omega under the supervision of MPS SP Railways and in charge Special Commando Unit Kabaisoi DH Krishnatombi Singh rushed to the said area and conducted search operation in the area of water supply tank near Standard College at Gongba Kuno. During the search operation, one unknown person was detained for verification. On verification, the detainee disclosed that he is Pangambam Dinesh Singh, aged about 31, son of late P. Jadumani Singh of Gongba Uchekon, was arrested at 3:10 p.m. at the spot. He further stated that he is the man accused of two-wheelers vehicles lifter at Greater Imphal area and sold out to Ajad Khan of Lilong Turel Hanbi, Thoubal district. On his disclosed, he stated that he, along with two persons, namely Amakcham Samson Singh, aged about 30, son of Amakcham Paka Singh of Gongba Uchekon Laikol, and Kelvin Laisangthem, aged about 23, son of Led Asok Laisangthem, Wangkai Thangjam Laikai, had stolen many two-wheelers vehicles at Greater Imphal area. Accordingly, at about 3:30 p.m., the police team have rushed to the Gongba Uchekon Laikol and arrested Amakcham Samson Singh from his residence and seized one keypad mobile phone. Later, Kelvin Laisangthem surrendered himself. From his possession, one mobile phone was also seized. The arrested persons and seized items have been handed over to Irilbung Police Station for further necessary legal action against them. Now, let's take a short break. Keep watching.
Aiko, asuk thengam ji pok kai chalwino.
Ta cho langbal pekhel chalubani.
Mitom mian cha jingna khoi wa pangma siba juan mela do ngani ne.
Aduguma mela du na tie ta cho. Ye khoina chinjaba iramdam sigi sebi londa su yam kanagadaba adugumba langman kai thine ta cho. Kai de moigi mai ga do lang trak lang tha laga lambi ga lore ta cho khufa jamne. Ta cho langma kai thida lai ho bai khoi gi stall sing da ta cho. Adu da lai ho ba pot che yo mu du de kai di soy market ta uge pang ta banga ta ni da.
Ta yai ai ya ngauzari di ngasai foreign country sing is soul sing do. Adu ne haba. Adu da gi ngasai ne le to yum ne.
Yare sang.
Ta cho asuk thenga pho kai chaluna ta cho.
Langban kai thin chalu ne. Pithribi ki tongan tongan ba country manga haibadi Thailand, Bangladesh, Afghanistan amadi Nepal ena na India gi tongan ba state kun gi stall sing handa ki langbal kai chal sida saru ya numidang ni matam da fazara ba mai gi komai loina na tongan ba entertainment program sing musical concert fashion show meet the star na sing ba thoram sing langbal kai chal lengbirak tuna mahog logi ho
Welcome. After the break, you're watching PONYTV Primetime English News at 6:30. Unknown miscreants set ablaze one Scorpion vehicle belonging to a candidate who had contested but defeated in the last state assembly election in Tafo, Nagar village, Senapati district. Reports said that the incident happened at wee hour today at the residence of one T. Robert Maram, aged 52, son of Tailu Maram of the same village. The vehicle with registration number NL07CA3522 belongs to T. Robert Maram, who is also contesting the Manipur Legislative Assembly election as the independent candidate for the Tadubi Assembly constituency in 2022. Senapati police visited the incident site and recovered some bottles which may have been used for petrol to burn the vehicle. Police registered a case for investigation. Villagers condemned the incident and demanded a clarification. Association of Minimal Access Surgeons of India, ASIMA, Association of Surgeons of India, Manipur State Chapter and Caesar Hospital jointly organized a pre-conference of laparoscopic surgery workshop at the auditorium of Caesar Hospital and Research Center, Langal today. During the function, Chairman cum Managing Director of Caesar Hospital, Dr. K.H. Palin, said that Caesar Hospitals had started conducting laparoscopic surgery on May 10, 1996 with the help of Dr. Purindra Roy. He continued by saying that despite numerous setbacks, they had worked very hard to get to the current state of affairs. For the first time in Southeast Asia, we installed harmonic scalpels for laparoscopic surgery in 1997. We had the first ASI workshop here in 2002. It was an imaginative capture and we thought it would alter the entire body. According to Dr. Palin, there is no turning back since that day, he added.
And we have come to this stage. And 1997, we installed harmonic scalpel for cutting the coagulation for bloodless laparoscopic surgery. For the first time, we had the first live workshop here for ASI when I was the organizing chairman. And it was really imagination capturing, and we predicted, we knew that it is going to the picture. With these few words, I welcome all the resource person and delegates, and I wish all the grounds.
Department of Respiratory Medicine, Regional Institute of Medical Sciences inaugurated bronchoscopy cum EBUS suite today. During the function, RIMS Director Professor A. Santa said that the department has been waiting patiently for the bronchoscopy cum EBUS suite and that it is a top-notch apparatus. Even post-COVID patients who experience respiratory system complications will benefit from the use of this device. He added that the PZ number had previously only been 2, but that it is now 6. The public will automatically benefit if departmental strength increases as a result of the increase in the number of PZs, he added.
Department of Respiratory Medicine se kui namana tana jarapwa equipment faitigi latest equipment bronchoscopy and EBUS system ne hai moida yam nungai jarani aduna department si hojiki di respiratory medicine covid ka so mari leini covid na gi basing se adum khara di complication ka yam yawe aduna moigi OPD ne khangdi inpatient ne khangdi casualty ne khangdi tungda respiratory covid ka mari leina na usla yaw aduna tana kahani angang na foreign body ka tawraga tawbina lungs okay tawrang yaw moina ba pok ngam yaw re hande ki haftas mitra ning simunum da tu masing do emergency din yang kanan department gi pangan kala paise koi manipur gi praja gi yang kana kan nangi yengbo yang ke kadang yengbo do chang ke yengbo ngam ko night emergency naga doctor laktre kotre ka hebdo yang handrani.
A one-day awareness program on Zero Defect, Zero Effect JET ED certification scheme for MSME, organized by MSME Development and Facilitation Office and industry bodies, was held at MSME office at the Kelpat today. During the function, Director of Trade, Commerce and Industries Department, Y. Robita, CED, had Professor of Manipur University, CH Ibohal Meite, Senior consultant from Kolkata, Amitava Sengupta, president of All Manipur Entrepreneurs Association S. Rishikumar, attended the function. Speaking at the ceremony, S. Rishikumar stated that the primary goal of today's program was to increase the production of high-quality product while decreasing the production of defective goods. In order to prevent the garbage from harming the environment, Zero Defects, Zero Effect is a slogan initiated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi at 2016, he added. He continued by saying that a high-quality product can compete on the global market and will be comfortable for the user to use. Additionally, he noted if there are no defective products, then our economic system will benefit.
Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi na 2016 dagi slogan na zero defect and zero effect. Focus on all the manufacturing units na same production se quality international market global level compete consumer cinema satisfactory west environment impact economy society concept production unit economic development quality items
The Enforcement Directorate today launched fresh raids at 35 locations in Delhi, Punjab and Hyderabad in the now scrapped Delhi liquor policy. The searches are being conducted at premises linked to liquor companies, distributors and supply chain networks in these states. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal attacked the center and called the raids as dirty politics. In a tweet, he stated that over 300 CBI ED officers have been working around the clock for the past 3 months to conduct more than 500 raids and gather evidence against Manish Sisodia, but cannot find anything because nothing had been done. Instead, a lot of officers' times are being wasted on their duty politics, which prevents the country from developing. Human rights advocate Ales Bialyatsky from Belarus, the Russian Human Rights Organization Memorial and the Ukrainian Human Rights Organization Center for Civil Liberties won the 2022 Nobel Peace Prize. Ales Bialyatsky of Belarus was one of the initiators of the democracy movement in the country in the 1980s and has devoted his life to promoting democracy and peaceful development. The Human Rights Organization Memorial has compiled and systematized information on political oppression and human rights violations in Russia. Meanwhile, the Center for Civil Liberties in Kyiv has been advancing human rights and democracy in Ukraine. The center has taken a stand to strengthen Ukrainian civil society and pressure the authorities to make Ukraine a full-fledged democracy. India recorded a total of 1,997 fresh COVID cases along with 9 fatalities due to the infection in the past 24 hours, bringing the country's overall COVID tally to 4,46,06,460. According to the data shared by the Union Health Ministry, 3,908 have been recovered in the last 24 hours in India. The total death toll in India stands at 5,28,754. Out of the 9 fatalities, 4 were from Kerala, 2 from Chhattisgarh and 1 each from Maharashtra, Rajasthan and West Bengal. Taking the Delhi positivity rate at 0.94%, the total active cases has declined to 30,362 in the country. The recovery rate is recorded at 98.74% as per the data. According to the Health Ministry, 218.88 crore doses of COVID-19 vaccine have been administered in the country so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. Before we end, let's take a quick look at the headlines again. Young leaders connect 8 health under the theme Northeast India 2030 towards India's innovative and sustainable growth at City Convention Centre, Palace Compound. United Committee Manipur reiterates its stand against having dual administrations within the state of Manipur. Department of Foreign Language, Korean of Manipur University organizes 2 days third Hangul Day celebration at the university. And India records 1,997 fresh COVID cases along with 9 fatalities due to the infection in the past 24 hours. Thank you for watching PONYTV. For more updates, keep watching PONYTV and stay tuned.